your family gets only one bucket of water every day for a week. As you know, water is important for us, and suppose for any reason your family gets only one bucket of water every day for a week. Imagine your life when you get one bucket of water every day. Would you able to cook? So all the activities which were done with the help of water will be affected. We will not able to cook. We will not able to clean utensils. Also, we will not able to wash clothes or bath. So what are the another activities you would not able to do? And what would happen if we do not have excess of water for a long period of time? So if there is a shortage of water, so all the activities of cooking, clean utensils, washing clothes, bathing, these will be affected if there is a shortage of water. Reason, if you are not getting proper amount of water, you would not able to cook food, you would not able to clean utensils, and you will not able to wash clothes. Even there is a problem in bathing if there is a shortage of water. So which activity will be affected when there is a shortage of water? As we know, which are affected? Suppose cooking, clean utensils, washing clothes, bathing. So these activity will be affected if there is a shortage of water. Apart from drinking, there are so many activities for which we use water. We use water. So it is used in drinking, and it is used in washing clothes, and it is also used in the bathing. And so question arises, what is the question? What are uses of water? Uses of water. So what are the uses of water? First is cooking. First is, second is washing clothes. Third is drink.
Ma'am.
there are so many uses of water. Cooking, in the washing clothes, in bathing. So there are so many uses of water. So next is activity. How much water do we use? So there is activity one, list all the activities for which you use water in a day. So you can find out activities in which we use table 14.1, where we use water in the drinking, in washing utensils, in washing clothes, in toilets, in cleaning floor. So there are so many activities in which we use water. So in the table 14.1, we have to find which amount of water is used in particular activities. Suppose in drinking, we use 100 liter. Suppose in the bathing, we use 200 liter. So you have to find, suppose there is 100 liter in the brushing to 150. So you can add these amount of water used in a day. So you have to find out which amount of water is used by us in a per day. Suppose you are finding in a family which amount of water is used by our family in a day. Suppose this is for one person. Suppose for the one person 100 liter is used, and there are 5 members, and multiply with the family members. So in this way, we can get which amount of water is used by our family in a day. So you may have a rough idea as to how much water your family uses in a day. So in a day, you can find out our family which amount of water is used by our family in a day. Can you estimate the amount of water used by you for the personal cleanliness in a day? So there are so many reasons in which we use water for the personal cleanliness. Using this information, calculate the amount of water needed by your family in a year. In the similar way, we can also find amount of water in a year. We can divide these amount with divided by the family members, number of family members. Suppose we are using 10,000 liter in a year, and there are 5 members, then divide these amount with the 5. That is number of members of your family. So what this will give? This will give an idea of the amount of water needed by one member of your family in a year. Suppose in a day our family uses, suppose in a day our family uses 200 liter for drinking. For brushing we use 100 liter. Suppose for bathing 300 liter. Suppose for the washing utensils 100 liter. For the washing clothes, suppose 150 liter. So similar, in this way we can add these amount, and then we can calculate the total amount of water used in a year. For similarly, we can find in the day, and then we can multiply with the total number of days in a year, and we can get total amount of water used by our family in in a day, in a year. So and now divide these amounts. Suppose in a year we use 10,000 liter water in a year, and if there are five family members, divide this with the 5. This will give the amount of water used by one person. So this will give the amount of water used by one person. So find the number of people that live in your village or town. So similarly, we can also calculate a total amount of water used in another family. And then we can also add the 10 family members. Suppose there are 50 families in a village. We can find out which amount of water is used by our members in a day. And similarly, we can also find out with the help of these, you may now get an idea of the amount an idea of the amount of the water used by our village or town in a year. So in this way, we can find out which amount of water is used by our village members in a year. Pujo wonders whether people living in the different regions of our country get the same amount of the water or not get adequate amount of water. How? So in India, there are so many reasons in which there is a shortage of water. So
फोन ले जो मुझे भी नहीं पता वाला उसको
Do you think our water requirement is limited to these activities? So where we use water, we use wheat, rice, pulses, and many another objects for in the everyday. We know that some of the fiber that we use for making fabric come from the plants. So we use wheat, also we eat rice, also we eat vegetable. So these items come from the plants, and plants need water to grow to grow these plants. They need water. Is water not needed to grow this? No, water is needed to grow this. Can you think of some more uses of water? Yes, there are so many uses of water. Water is used for producing electricity. So water is used in industries. So we need water not for our daily activities, but also for producing many things. So what are the another uses of water? So there are so many daily uses of water, and apart from these, water is used in producing electricity. So and next is, first is producing electricity, and second use is water is used in industries for producing many substances. So it is used in industries. So second use is industries. So what are the another use of water apart from the daily activities? First is producing electricity, and second is water is used for the industries, and water is used for growing our plants. So next is, Paheli wants to tell you that about 2 glasses of water are required to produce each page of the book. So as we know, for producing 1 page of the book, you require, you are, so Paheli wants to tell you that 2 glasses of water is required for producing each page. For making 1 page, you require 2 glasses of water. For making 1 page, you require 2 glasses of water. So you have to remember this thing. So for producing each book of the page, you require 2 glasses of water. From where we get water from? So what are the sources of water? So you know what are the sources of water? River, spring, pond, well, hand pump. So water comes from the rivers, and water also comes from the spring. And what are the another source of water? Pond, well. So these are the sources of water. So you have to remember what are the sources of water. So first is river, spring, pond, well, or a hand of water. So you know we get also water from the tap. So what are the source of water? River, spring, pond, well or hand pump, and taps. Have you ever wondered where water in these taps come from? So we use water in from the taps, and from the tap where this water comes from. As we know, in our house, water that we get from the tap is also drawn from a lake. So the water we use in our house, that comes from the tap. So this is the water that comes from the tap. And where this water comes from? It comes from the river or a well. Then it is supplied from the network of pipes. So firstly, it is drawn from the lake or river through the pipe, and then it is supplied in our house through the pipe network of pipes, and then it draws from the tap. So the water we use in our house that comes from the taps, it also comes from the lake or a river. Each of us may be getting water into our homes in different ways, but finally all of us get water from the same source of water, such as ponds, lakes, river, and wells. So if you have any query regarding this topic, you